Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Average Joe Dividends YouTube channel. If you've been following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Also, please click the like button to help grow this channel and get the word out on dividend growth investing. Getting paid just for owning stocks, this is what dividend growth investing is all about. This is my weekly buy video, and my current strategy is to deposit $100 of my own money per week and let the portfolio do the heavy lifting for me going forward. All dividends received will be reinvested back into that stock from which it was received. My goal is to put this money to work for me in the long term to build a growing and reliable income stream. I am a long-term buy and hold investor who focuses primarily on individual blue chip stocks as well as ETFs and CEFs. What we are looking at right now is my M1 taxable brokerage account. This is my Average Joe dividends portfolio, and we can see over time this portfolio has done quite well. Let's just look back at the 1 year performance, up 12.7%. We'll go year to date, 8.45%. Last quarter, 6.04%. Let's just take a look at even today. We're up just a little bit. And next, I'm going to jump into the activity log. We're going to see where this $100 went to. And we can see it looks like it went to just one position. You can see there's my deposit there this morning. And let's click on this real quick. And we'll see it went into BST. And let's click on this. We'll see we got 2.9 shares, so almost 3 additional shares of BST. I'm going to go back to my portfolio. I'm going to show you where BST resides within this portfolio. I'll leave a link below to the pie so you can see exactly what I'm invested in. I'm invested in a total of 70 different positions, and I've got BST here in the ETF slice. You can see I've got quite a bit of BST, and I'll show you the holdings tab here really quick, and we'll see my top positions. This is arranged from largest position to smallest. We can see BST is my second largest position at 1,082 shares, and you can see my cost basis and what the value of this is. And this of course doesn't count all the dividends that have been reinvested back in. I'm going to go to a tracking sheet here. This is a Google Doc spreadsheet. I'll leave a link below, and this shows all 70 of my positions, and you can see how many shares I have, what the market value is, my cost basis, things like that. And it also will track the dividends being paid out, and you can see there's different shades of green here as well as blue, and I'll explain that really quickly. I have a key below here that shows that the light months are the first month of each quarter. So right now we're in July, so we're in the first month of quarter 3, so we're in the light green. And you can see here I have everything arranged here by the dividend pay date, and you can see these are the dividends I have already received in July. I just have a few more to close it out, but for July so far I've received $263.51, which is not too shabby. But I have the heavy hitter still left, which is BST, and I'm expecting that much for the dividend, but I haven't counted it yet because I haven't received it. And again, subscribe because I will do a recap of all the dividends I've received for the month of July, and I'll actually show you those. I'll go into M1 and show you those one by one to offer proof that I'm actually receiving these dividends, and I'll show you what I do with those. And we can see I track the dividends actually paid to me. And I also track things like the last dividend increase, because most of the positions in my portfolio are dividend growth stocks where they increase their dividend year over year. There are some exceptions, and those are with those that have variable dividends like a JEPI as well as an SCHD, where those dividends are a little bit lumpy. They can go up and down, so they're variable. And the positions here that I have in blue, these are my monthly payers. That's why they're in blue. They'll be paying me every single month. I'm going to scroll down here and just show you something. Like right here, I built a table to show the monthly dividend payers, because if I just add those up like the quarterlies, I won't get an accurate count. I have to add in my monthly payers 2 more times, and that's how I get my quarterly total. And I divide my quarterly total by 3 to get a monthly cash flow average. You can see right now we're at 823.26. And what I'm going to show you next is the effect of the $100 deposit, where I bought the nearly 3 shares of BST. We're going to see what that did to my monthly cash flow average. I think it's really important to track this, because as a dividend growth investor, I want to know what my cash flow average is, especially when I put more money into the market. I know the worst feeling is when you put in, say, $100, $200, whatever it is, and you buy that day and you only see the market go down. And I've seen it where I've put in $100, $200, $500, and I've seen the market go down more than that amount of what I put in. And it's a bad feeling, but it's always important to remember that when you're depositing money into a brokerage account, you're always buying shares. Even if the market is going down that day, you're not losing shares as a result. It's just the cost, or the price per share of those investments may have gone down. Actually, it's a good thing, because you probably bought things on a discount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to M1. I'm going to grab some data from the Holdings tab here. And if you have an account with M1, my tracking sheet, which again I'll leave a link below to, is really good to track your dividends. It's free. And I'll show you a quick way of how you can do instant updates. So I just grab everything, all my data from M1 from the Holdings tab, I copy. And then on my Google Docs spreadsheet, I have an M1 tab, data tab, and we're going to paste that information into here. And it's going to update this monthly total here. Before I do that, I'm going to show you. It's going to change the 823.26. I bet it's going to go up to just about 824. We'll see how good I am. Let's see here. So back to the M1 data tab. I think it'll add about 70 or so cents per month in dividend income. I'm going to do a pay special, values only. And what this is doing is it's changing the amount of shares that I have just in BST. If I would have bought a lot more stocks, say if I bought more SCHD or whatever, it would update those share totals. But in this case, it's only changing the share totals of BST. I'm going to bounce back over to the dividend portfolio tab, and oh, so close. So now I'm up to 823.99. I have another tab that's called monthly average dividend tracking, and in that it's just a ledger where I track any changes where I do a deposit, or if a dividend stock has raised their dividend or cut their dividend or anything like that. I track it over there. So we're going to put this new total to $823.99. I'm going to scroll all the way down to today's date. We'll put in the new total, $823.99. And I've already added in the event was a $100 deposit. I even count drips, things like that. Or when Duke Energy did a 2% dividend increase, just to show progress. To me, that's really important, to show progress. And right there, yeah, 73 cents was the incremental difference to my monthly income. I'm going to go to the dividend tracker tab, and you can see here I've been tracking this portfolio since January 2021, And the portfolio value then was $18,700. You can see there was my first dividend tracked in January 2021. And you can see I track things like the quarter-on-quarter increase as well as the average monthly dividend. You can see since I started tracking that in May of 2021, how that's gone up month over month. I've only had really a small exceptions where like an SCHD lowered their dividend. You can see there in March 2023, but they've increased it since. And you can see how the increase has gone up. Again, we're up to $823.99. I'm going to update this. Every week I've been putting in $100, $400. You can see here is a time where there were some huge deposits, and the reason for that was I had equity in a home I no longer own, and I put that to work for me, and I was deploying $10,000 every week to get that in the portfolio. And you can see what that's done here is it's created a gigantic snowball. And you can see for the last dividends I received in June, we're not done in July, but in June you can see I got over $1,300 in dividends. So you can see how this is just growing and growing. So the month that I am comparing to was April. We're going to see if we can beat the April dividends, because that's the same group of stocks that are going to pay a dividend as what's going to pay in July. In June, which is the last month of the quarter, that has most of my stocks in it. So every March, June, September, and December is going to pay the largest dividends for me. And that's why I come up with an average monthly dividend to kind of smooth it out and show that progress. As you can see here, again, we're up to $823.99, and I've increased my dividend, my average monthly dividend just for July over $6. It's up 0.74%, and that's just with modest deposits of $100 a week. So that sums up what I wanted to show you guys. Again, what I bought this week, and of course this is not investing advice, is I bought more BST, and I've got a whole bunch of it, and I'm expecting the payout at the end of this month is going to be close to $270 for BST when I get that dividend. But this is what I bought, BST. Let me know in the comments what you guys are buying this week, and I hope everyone has a great week. Thanks for watching and sticking to the end. Please click the like button if you got value from this video, and also subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. And I want to mention I was interviewed by Ari Gutman, and if you're not a subscriber to his page or haven't checked it out, I recommend very highly that you do. I'll leave a link below to that interview. Again, everyone, take care.